Hey y'all, I'm putting something in the comments. How y'all doing? This is Wake Up with Q. I actually like this background. I'm actually gonna keep it. So the link right here to Wake Up with Q. No, my bad. It's to Q and DJ's channel. It is back in action. That's where I'm actually going to um start posting. I have 24 hours for YouTube to approve it since there are no subscribers on that channel. It is a restart ran by I will be talking security on there, mental health, and I might be moving Wake Up with Q to that channel. So yeah. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, it'll probably be better if I move Wake Up with Q over there. Um Therefore my channel can be all reality TV. And I'm also going to be moving mental health over to that channel as well. So yeah, how are y'all doing this morning? Your girl just got off of work. Thank God. I love my work brother to death. Um, I wish I went live there, but your girl was working. I'm not even gonna lie. Hold on, where's my banner at? Put that up there. Grand rising, everyone, or good morning. How y'all doing? I'm not even gonna lie, it was busy last night. It was busy this morning. Um, uh, so I don't know. I don't be knowing what some people be talking about. That security's not a job, and the only thing you're supposed to do is sit down and write people in and out. No, your girl was up. Hold on, sir. Wait. Hold up. Wait 1 minute. Wait another minute. Cause I was up. I was getting these. I was doing my job. I was doing my job. Like for real, for real. This morning, y'all, I feel better. I did feel like that I was gonna cry. I don't know around like what time. I think it was like around 2 in the morning. But I got myself together. I was listening to gospel music. I got myself together. I didn't cry. No tears. No nothing. Focused on my job. Did my job. And I'm happy about that. Um, I was doing a whole lot of hold on, cause I was on the phone. Who was I on the phone with? I was on the phone with Joshua. Yeah, I was on the phone with Joshua. And today I'm thinking I'm going to see Dante. He's like, babe, I gotta wait 6 months. He's like, cause I'm on a 6 month probation. I said, okay, great. But anyway, work was awesome. Work was super, super cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all, we're just gonna go over some old affirmations. Just a refresher. But this live stream, y'all, it is moving. I am moving Wake Up with Q. I'm making this decision right now. I'm moving Wake Up with Q to a new channel because I'm gonna tell y'all why. Wake Up with Q has no purpose here on the reality. Let's talk reality with Q. It has no purpose. I'd rather talk to y'all about sister wise polygamy. Some of y'all are going to hate me because I'm sticking up for Cody now. Um, some of y'all are going to be like, "You are nuts, girl," but that's okay. We can all agree to disagree. But yeah, I'm moving. Wake Up with Q. Um, the reason why, y'all, is because I want that channel to focus on various things, and I want this channel to only focus on reality TV, um, and also movies. Marvel and DC stuff is going ahead over that other channel. All right. So yeah, a lot of stuff is going to be off of this channel. And it's just for professional reasons. I want to build more subscribers. I want to have more fun. And also on that other channel, y'all, I'm going to have a list. I'm going to try to create a list of nothing but security stuff. Okay? Especially unarmed guard because that's why I am. I am a unarmed guard. I do not carry a weapon. All right? So yeah. I'm so happy to bring back uh Q and DJ's channel. Realize that Q and DJ's channel, I'm running it. DJ's not on it, so I don't want you to be like, so DJ's gonna be on it. Excuse me. Q and DJ's channel, that's my channel. That's my channel, ran by me, yours truly. You're welcome. I'm bringing it back. And I'm only bringing it back for one reason, y'all. One thing is that you have to realize DJ was a security guard. We are both security guards. Okay? Um, it's only right to include him in this. Even though he's not on the channel, it's a name. And I'm not gonna let the logo go to waste. Okay? The clothing line is going to stay on this channel. I just need to find the resources. I mean, I know, money. To change the link, and then I will be promoting it more and more and more. Okay? I'm not going to get each shirt, but I'm going to get like my favorite shirts that I did create. So y'all come here to see how it looks on me, so y'all can go purchase it. Not a problem. But yeah, I'm happy to move Wake Up with Q because I feel like that Wake Up with Q needs to be on a newer channel, something that y'all are familiar with. You're still getting used to the name, Let's Talk Reality T with Q. Hold on, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to make sure that I actually said it right. So I've been saying it right. So yeah, y'all still getting used to that tag. Y'all still getting used to the Q's channel because this where used to be a Q and DJ's channel. Q and DJ's channel is coming back. There is a video. So click this link. There is a video. And I tell you that I'm the one running the channel. We're gonna have so much fun over there. It is going to keep me busy. Okay? Over there on that channel, I'm not going to do so much gossiping as much as I am going to do educating. It's going to be more of an educational channel. Um, and when I say educational, it's not catered to children. Okay? So parents, if your kids stumble across the Q and DJ channel, um, please watch it with them. Um, Parental discretion is advised at this point. Other than that, kids do not head over to the Q and DJ channel. It's not made for you. It's not a kids channel. It's a channel for adults. Okay, so you have to understand that. Am I missing out on anything? Mm, no, 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 I don't think I am because. Okay, description. I haven't yet made a description for the Q and DJ's channel. Like I said, the first couple of videos, y'all, is going to be catered to security. And the only reason why I'm using the Q and DJ's channel as a new channel, is because I just want to talk security. I feel like that I can educate y'all on that. I also feel like that we can talk about Marvel and DC over there. I am thinking, the word is thinking about bringing politics to the Q and DJ's channel. And the reason why is because a lot of stuff is going on in the world and some stuff just needs to be talked about. This channel will only be catered to reality TV and reality TV only. Okay. And y'all, I will pick out what I practically want to watch. Um, as far as that, I'm thinking about covering Atlanta, and then I'm thinking about not covering Atlanta. I'm also thinking about not covering OC this year or next year, and the reason why is because there's so much going on. You have to realize I only have a limited time. Okay, Sister Wives I will forever cover, but I need to pick and choose what shows I decide to actually watch. As far as getting Peacock, I will get Peacock, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about what shows I want to, cover, what shows I actually want to watch, and stuff like that. With that being said, good morning, Grand Rising. Like I tell y'all, we're just going over some old stuff. Oh, I do need to talk to y'all about this show. I decided not to do that show, not to create this show. Why should you date me? Um, I don't have time to do it, y'all. I just don't have time to do it live. So that right there is a no go. Okay. I will try my best to continue on to do my daily wake up with Q. My daily wake up with Q is only going to be on the weekends. Please do not expect for it to be on this channel. It is moving back to where it originally started. But that channel y'all need to click in the description right here. It's moving back to the Q and DJ's channel that has 0 subscribers. This is a brand new channel. I just did this today. Okay. As soon as I can get the lives approved over there, I will be moving it back. That's where it needs to be. Because I'm not going to mix reality TV and my personal life in together. It's starting to be too much for me. So if I want to break down, I can break down on the Q and DJ's channel. Because it's just me running it. It's just me on it. It's just me on this channel as well. Why not have 2 channels? Why not work them both? Why not build on them both? 2025, y'all. And this channel's coming right back. I'm going to do what I was supposed to do with the channel. But now that I'm a security guard, I can speak on a lot of stuff. So when y'all want to know where security stuff is at, y'all need to go click this link. I'm going to start putting stuff up maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. As soon as I can go live on it, I'm putting stuff up. Like I might say, Q, you were done with the Q and DJ's channel. Why go backwards? I realize that there are a lot of people that are going backwards. They're taking back what they said. And I can do the same thing. The Q and DJ's channel is still my channel. And if you're about to ask me, did you ask DJ, could you? Did you ask? I didn't have to ask DJ anything. I told DJ. There's a difference between asking and telling. I told DJ that the Q and DJ channel is mine. Your name will also help boost because we're both, well, one of us were a security guard. You were once DJ a security guard, not discrediting you at all. But why take it away? Why? Because I was mad, I was upset, I was highly disappointed, I was this, I was that. No, 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 no. So I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back. You have to realize DJ and I, we still, well, we still love each other. And do you want to know what DJ told me? He said, babe, do whatever you want to do with it. If you feel better bringing back the Q and DJ channel and I'm not on it and it's just you running it, do it. He said, because you were the one who was behind the Q and DJ channel from the get-go. You had the channel before I even came along. So if you want to run up a new channel, do it. I want you to. That's what DJ said. So I'm about to run it up. As soon as I can go live on that channel, because yes, I can go live without any subscribers. As soon as I go live on that channel, yeah, I'm about to run that stuff up. Will I be doing any lives at work? I'm going to try. Understand, y'all, I still gotta work. I don't have to work today because I got off earlier this morning. And for the ones who don't know, I'll get off Saturday morning and I'm off the rest of the day. I literally told my Uber driver happy Sunday and they said it's not Sunday, it's Saturday. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Like you're right, it's Saturday. No, no, I don't work Sundays. Y'all might ask me, Q, what are you planning on doing today? Washing my clothes in the tub. That's what I'm planning on doing. Funds are going to be a little tight. I'm planning on washing my clothes in the tub. Planning on trying to at least get the apartment somewhat feasible. Because right now it looks like a pigsty. So yeah, I'm trying to get the apartment somewhat feasible, somewhat decent. But for anybody who says Q, thank you for bringing it back to Q and DJ's channel. What about reading with DJ? What about no? I am going to get into reading with Q. I promise y'all that. I promised y'all that was going on 2 months. I promised y'all that a month ago, back in April. There will be a reading with Q. Now I might not be the best reader, but there will be a reading. But there will be a reading with Q. I understand that reading with Q is going to have to take place on a Saturday or Sunday, depending on what I'm doing. I can't get overwhelmed, y'all, because there are some days I just gotta come home. One of these weeks, I don't know when I'm supposed to be working overtime. Or one of these months, I'm supposed to be working overtime. Okay? So, yeah. So, that's how that's gonna be. Other than that, yeah, I'm happy. For anybody who's wondering what about my nose ring, this right here is slowly closing up. Just like how this one wanna closing up, this one's gonna wanna closing up even more. Do I miss my nose ring? Yes. Can I get another nose ring? Of course. Let me tell you about being a security guard real quick. You're allowed to have nose rings, okay? But they need to be covered up. You need to have like a band-aid over them. Um, but I'm thinking about not getting another nose ring, but I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. Well, I'm not thinking about it. I want to save up to get a tat. I might get one within the next 2 years. I want my cousin's names tatted on me, and then I want Joker and Harley Quinn tatted on me. That's what I want. I'm gonna go to Big Juniors out here in Baytown. I'm gonna get that tatted. I'm literally gonna go right ahead and get that tatted on me. For anybody says, "Why are you gonna have your cousin's names tatted on you?" Because they've been with me for so dang on long. Okay, I got one who's. I'm gonna give you a full 9, okay? Cause your butt's 22 years old. I'm gonna give you a full 9. Technically, not even 9. Technically, 8.5. Technically 9. Technically 9.5. So I have to make it 8. But I'm gonna give you a full 9, okay? And the other one's been with me since I was 13 and he's 18. So we're 18 years apart. Let me go do the math on that, y'all. Hold on. So 30 minus 18 is 12. 12 minus 31, it's 13 years. So yeah, we're 13 years apart. Alright? They've been with me ever since. They were babies. If I turned around here and I died today, those right there would be the first boys to turn around there and start crying. Okay? But I'd rather them cry knowing that I'd rather die one of these days with them crying. But knowing I love them enough to put them on my body. Okay. Where would I have these tats at? Q, I thought your tats had to be hidden. Put my cousins right here on my shoulder. And then put Joker and Harley Quinn on my thigh. Okay. I thought about putting Joker and Harley Quinn on my shoulder, and I said no. I'll leave that right there for something else. And probably put, you know, whose name on me. I'm not sure about that yet. We got a lot of stuff that we gotta work through. But I'm just happy that the channel's back. Because I've been wanting the channel to come back for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the Q and DJ's channel. I miss Q and DJ's channel. I really do. Um I will probably post some old videos of DJ up there, not sure yet. I need to look through the library to even see if I have any old videos. If not, then we're just gonna rock and roll with me. Okay? I'm gonna start reading. We're gonna do reading with Q. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna go over and go look in the boxes. Actually, before I actually decide I'd like to take a nap on y'all. Y'all might be like, Q, you see, that's the reason why we fucking with DJ back. Y'all say that y'all want DJ back. Y'all say that shit. Hold on. Ouch. I need to see what books. Okay. Think I better start off small. Nothing like really, really big. When it gets down to reading with you. Hold on. Alright. These are books I've never read. What's this? Intrigued by B.J. Danielson. Crime scenes at Cardwell Ranch. Never read this before. The Quiet Life, a patchwork of devotion thoughts by Mary Tatum. Okay. I'm assuming that that's a poem. Not for real. Okay. And then Martha Luther King. So I'm gonna put up these three books on a poll. We're gonna start reading with Q on this channel, and then it's gonna move to the Q and DJ channel. Um, I've never read any of these books, y'all, but I'm interested in this one. I'm intrigued about this book right here. So head over there to the Q and DJ channel. I'm gonna put that stuff up today, just because I can. But reading with Q is gonna start. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I'm not the best reader, but I can read pretty good. Let me flip the camera around so y'all can be able to see the books. But yeah, head over there to the Q and DJ channel. That's where I'm going to put this stuff at. I need back camera. So y'all, these are the books. So we have this one, book one. Okay. Book two. And then book three. I'm starting off very small, y'all. Just trying to work my way. Just trying to work my way up into this. But yeah, click that link. I'm going to have this stuff up. We're going to do a poll. So yeah, reading with Q is going to come into fruition because I know that a lot of y'all were used to reading with DJ, but I'm taking over reading with Q. Now, I might not be able to do the voices as well as DJ, but I'm pretty sure I could persuade y'all just to watch it. So yes, I am gonna do reading with Q. Because I realize y'all, I'm not gonna allow anything just to dim the light. Y'all liked it when DJ was reading, but I'm reading now. And yeah. Excuse me in advance because I think that I'm coming down with something. I don't think it's anything serious. Maybe a sinus infection. I need to get me some oil of oregano pills because that right there really like flush out my system. Um, let's do a test run. Since we're on reading with Q, let's do a test run. Okay. Like I said, my reading is not up to par, but I do want to try to do this one. Okay. Um. Oh, this verse says my bad. The quilt of life, a patchwork of devotional thoughts by Mary Tatum. My bad. Okay. This says to my mother, Lewis, uh, Grinner McCormick, who taught me at an early age that God established patterns for his people's lives. She's an inspiration, example of maintaining and thankful heart as we follow his design for us. Don't say happy Sunday, sis. I literally told the Uber driver happy Sunday. He's like, today's not Sunday, it's Saturday, man. I thought today was Sunday too. Alright, y'all. We're just doing a test run, okay? It says acknowledgement. I want to thank the many gracious people who shared their stories about quilts with me. I know. I especially like to thank Nancy Gloss, the owner of Nancy Cleo Patch, and Mary Frances Ballard, both of whom patiently answered my questions and supplied resources for my research. A large thank you goes to my son Andrew Tatum, who gave his time and skill to what's this? I think this is Criticulate the Book. No, Criteria the Book. Alright, yeah, as y'all see, my reading ain't all that but we moving forward, okay? It says, welcome to the warmth of quilts. Quilts wrap our hearts in warm emotions. They represent time, energy, and planning. The hours required to create a quilt offers plenty of opportunity to think about the person for whom it is intended. When combining needle needlework with prayer, a criteria catches a glimpse of the love of God who stitches the fabric of our lives with his plan and purpose for our good and not our distraction. A quilt, hold on, yeah, a quilt bridges the generation gaps by connecting people from the past with people yet to come. Perhaps that longing to participate in the future gives quilting its strong appeal. A quilt represents a research for immorality. We we stitch hoping our lives, our personalities, our struggles, and our joys will find a place of remembrance in the minds and emotions of others. While reading these pages, tap into the heartbeat of our creator, the master quilter, who designed our lives using his perfect pattern, skillfully placing the lights and the dark of our lives. He joins the mountains and valleys of our days to make us into comfort who warms others. Relax with this book for a few moments each week, allowing the thread of God's truth to beautify and stabilize your life while you become God's work of art. Yeah, I can read this book. I'm not even gonna lie. I might mess up on some words. Okay, I know I was gonna have y'all go into the Q&D this channel and vote, but I really want to read this one because I just started. Like I said, this rare was a trial, but y'all know I'm gonna probably pick this one. Okay. Uh, I think this says and triggered BJ Daniels. Spine tangled, breathtaking, and mystery. Find out why BJ Daniels is one of today's most popular writers of romance. crime scenes at Cardwell's Ranch. Realize y'all, well, I'm testing out the waters with this. Um, we're just gonna just dive into this, okay? Let's see, where's page one at? Okay. It says prologue. 17 years ago, the fall knocked the air out of her. She landed badly, one leg bent under her. On the way down, she hit her head, and the skin on her arms and legs was scraped raw. Stunned, she tried to get to her feet in the darkness of the light. Confined space. She lost both shoes. Her body ached, and her left hand was in terrible pain. Her fingers definitely broken. She managed to get herself upright in the pitch darkness of the hole, bracing herself on the cold earth around her. She looked up, still dazed. Above her, she could see a pale circle of starlight skies. She started to open her mouth to call out when she heard him stumble to the edge of the old dry well and fall to his knees. His shadow was this salooned over part of the opening. She stared up at him in confidence. He had meant to push her. He just been angry with her. He wouldn't hurt her, not on purpose. The beam of a flashlight suddenly blinded her. Help me! He made a sound, an eerie, low, was this? While, well, like a wood animal. Are you alive? His words pierced her heart like a cold blade. He thought the fall would kill her, hoped it would. The flashlight went out. She heard him stumble to his feet and knew he was still standing, looking down at her. She could see his shadow edged again against the night sky. She felt dizzy and sick, still too stunned by what had happened. His shadow disappeared. She could see the circle of the dim light above her again. She listened, knowing he wouldn't, knowing he hadn't left. He wouldn't leave her. He was just upset, afraid she would tell. If she pleaded with him the way she had the other times, he would forgive her. He tried to break it off before, but he always come back to her. He loved her. She stared up until, what's this? Hold on. Hold up, y'all. She stared up until with relief. She knew. Hold on. She saw again his dark shape against the starlight sky. He's gone to get a rope or something to get her out. I'm sorry. Please, just help me. I won't cause you any more trouble. No, you won't. His voice sounded so strange, so foreign. Not the voice of the man she followed, not the voice of the man she fallen so desperately in love with. She watched him raise his arm, and the glint of starlight she saw it wasn't a rope in his hand. Her heart caught in her throat. No! The gunshot. Boom! A defending roar, and the cramped space. She must have blacked out. When she woke, she was curled in an awkward position in the bottom of the dry well. Over the blinding pain in her head, she could hear the sound of the pickup engine. He was driving away. No, she cried as she dragged herself up onto her feet again. Don't leave me here. As she looked up to an opening high above her, she felt something wet and sticky run down into her eye. Blood. He shot her. The pain in her skull was excruciating. She dropped to her knees on the cold, hard earth. He said he loved her. He promised to take care of her. Tonight, she she even worn the red dress he loved. Don't leave me, please. But she knew he couldn't hear her as she listened. The sound of the engine grew fainter, hold on, yeah, fainter than nothing. She shivered in the damp, cold darkness, her right hand going to her stomach. He came back. He couldn't just leave her here to die. How could he live with himself if he did? He come back. Y'all, we are going to And this right here, y'all, this is an intro. This is what I'm gonna do. Go subscribe over to Q and DJ's channel. I'm gonna read these two books. The last book that I ever do read is gonna be this one. Okay. This one is titled Martin Luther King. Um, and up here it says Black Americans of Achievement. Alright, I'm gonna read half of this, not all of this. Actually, I've never read this book. Like I told you, I've never read the other book. But this right here does have a picture of Dr. Martin Luther King. Okay. I'm gonna read this part right here, y'all. Okay. This says on leadership, author M. Think this is Shankler Jr. Leaders, leadership. It may be, hold on, it may be said, is really what makes the world go round. Love, no doubt, smooths the passage, but love is a private transition between consisting transaction between consisting adults. Leadership is a public transaction with history. The idea of leadership affirms the capacity of individuals to move, inspires and mobilizes masses of people so that they act together in pursuits of an end. Sometimes leadership serves good purposes, sometimes bad, but whether the end is benign or evil, great leaders are those men and women who live their who leave their personal stamp in history. Now, a very concept of leadership implies the what's this position that that individual makes a difference. The position has never been ununiversal accepted from classic times to the present days. Emmett thinkers have regarded individuals as no more than the agents and pawns of larger forces. Whether the gods and goddesses of the ancient world or the modern era race, class, nation, the dialect, the will of people, the spirit of times, history itself. Against such forces, the individual dwells into insignificance. So content these of historical det- what's this? Hold on. Determines Toys Tol's great novels War and Peace offers a famous statement of the case. Why, Tulsa asked, did millions of men in the Napoleon Wars and or no, hold on, Napoleon Wars deny their human feelings and their common sense move back and forth across Europe, slanderings their fellows. The war, Tulsa answered, was bound to happen simply because it was bound to happen. All prior history predetermined it. As for leaders, they, Tulsa said, are but the label that serves to give the name and end and the labels on and light labels. They have the least possible connections with stability and the predestination of every act he commits. The leader, said Tulsa, is the slave of history. Determines, takes, no. Determinism takes many forms. Marxism is the determinism of classic uh Nazism, the determinant of race, but the idea of men and women as slaves of history runs at word and deepens human insurrection. Rigid determines, abolishes the idea of human freedom, the assumption of free choice that underlines every move we make, every word we speak, every thought we think. It abolishes the idea of human responsibility since it is manif- uh, manifest unfair to reward or punish people for actions that are by defined beyond their control. No one can live consistently by any detriment. Creed. I'm not going to read the read. I'm not going to read the rest of that. We are going to do this book, but it'll be the last book that we ever do. But for sure, y'all, I'm really interested since I started reading these two. I'm really interested to find out what happens to her. And this book right here, I'm really interested in that. Um, but yeah, we're gonna do reading with Q. I wanna pick that up. Understand reading with Q is not for kids. The reading with Q is for adults. Okay? But I'm taking that back over to being over here. I'm waiting 24 hours for StreamYard to be able to do their thing so I can go live on there. Uh, but most definitely, The Quilt of Life, I'm doing. This book I'm doing. I would think about doing Martin Luther King. Um, I sometimes do better with chapter books. Uh, but yeah, I want to start that ASAP. Like I said, I don't do the voices like DJ. DJ gets into it. I will try my best. If I really do like a book, y'all, like reading this off, like I really do like it. Reading this book off, I really do like it. Um, but I am going to read the back of the books right here real quick. So it says, murder in Montana. After Hudson Savage betrayed her, Dan Caldwell, Dan Cardwell hoped never again to lay eyes on the seductive cowboy, and she didn't until a bunch of old bones showed up on her family's ranch. Suddenly, he was back in her life a big way to investigate a decade old crime. This time, Hunt wasn't walking away because now Diana's life was on the line as the unexpected target of a killer who was still walking the canyon. Hutton would do whatever it took to keep Diana close, even if that meant risking his own heart for a second chance for both of them. Ooh. Let's read the back of this book right here. All right. Life is a patch work quilt of God's perfect design. Every person you meet, every effort undertaken, every joy, frustration, hope. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, hope and sorrow all are materials of human what's this? Inspiration. There we go. They're the beautiful contrast pieces that a master designer can lovingly craft into one exquisite quilt. Your life. Here's a unique story about collections and devotions that celebrate God's handwork in our lives. The Quilt of Life features 90 devotional vintages, all centered on a quality theme that follows the pieces, no, the process of God's work in our lives. You'll see that while the individual pieces of life can sometimes be planned or unattracted by themselves, the finished product, the quilt of life, is a stunning example of God's creative power. Mary Tatum has been quilting for nearly, hey, good morning. Mary Tatum has been quilting for nearly 2 decades, married for more than 40 years. She is the mother of four and grandmother of 15. Miss Mary, you got my grandmother beat. Only thing she needs is 5 more grandchildren. An active member of her home church, Mary also speaks to women's groups. This is her second published book. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna read this. Not so much Martin Luther King, But I will also read this one because I want to know what happens. Click this link in the comment section. I'm bringing back Q and DJ's channel. This is Reading with Q. We are doing Reading with Q. And at least over there on that channel, I can talk to y'all about security. Y'all can ask me all that questions, all that good stuff. We're going to have fun. This channel, Q's channel, is directly and only for reality TV. This channel is going to get a whole 180 come August. I'm covering Sister Wives. I'm going to be late on a lot of stuff, but I'm covering Sister Wives come August. I'm going to break down Cody for y'all. The reason why I say at this point I'm almost about like Cody. I think reading and taking over something that was precious to DJ is also going to help me get better. 100% honestly, I didn't want to go to work yesterday. And it wasn't because the person was bullying me Thursday was there. It was just because I was too emotional, and I literally, like I tell you, I gotta work, brother. I told him if I wasn't, if if I wasn't the night guard for your shift, man, and I had to do it for the other guard Thursday, I would call you and say, hey, bro, you want to come do this shift? Let's swap real quick. And I literally told him that yesterday, and he busted out laughing. It's like, I got you. Like, let me know if it becomes to be too much, and I got you. But yeah, I'm gonna take over. Go click that link, follow it, and realize that you only get me. And on this channel, you only get me. Um, I am gonna give y'all a quick update on Dakota. I haven't spoken to Dakota. Dakota's phone is turned off because I refuse to pay for 3 phones. $148 is a no-go. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all this. She has improved. And I want to thank Lady Virgo, because Lady Virgo, her being out there in T is where she needed to be. Her aunt is working with her. She has the time for her. I work, y'all, every day. I got off this morning. I don't have to work. I do not have to work the rest of Saturday or Sunday. But Dakota being out there with her aunt and her family, and they're able to give her the time and to teach her things, that her being with me, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all were right. I was holding Dakota back. And also I have to realize I was holding myself back. I told Dakota, you're gonna hate me, and I'm okay with it. I said, you're going to resent me, and I'm okay with it. And I now feel the feeling that my father feels, because I don't write to him, I don't talk to him, but I do pray for my dad. So I want to thank everybody who was telling me that I should have got her into a class. Maybe this right here was the best thing. Her dad going away and her being with her family, and them teaching her and treating her like her age. Um, if I ever offended y'all, I apologize sincerely. Um, but I do talk to her aunt. She lets me know that Dakota's doing really good. She's adjusting really well. She does have other chores than what she would have here. Toby's doing great. Toby's gonna get neutered. Um, so everything with her is great. She is a little upset with me, and that's understandable. out to y'all. Um, I've had 5 miscarriages. I've had 5 miscarriages. To where I emailed DJ this morning. I said, because of what you're going to be charged with, I'm not going to say it because he hasn't yet been charged. I want you to get a vasectomy. I don't want no kids. I said, due to we're doing plural, I don't want any kids. I got a box of condoms. If I'm having sex with anybody, wrap it up. I'm not trying to have no kids. I'm not trying to go through that hurt because I went through that hurt and that pain by myself. My last miscarriage, y'all, that I had was back in April. And I thank God that Dakota's grandpa came and got her. And he taught me some things. And when he left, I waited. I went to the hospital. I had to get that taken care of. And a part of me said, you shouldn't have to carry this on. And I didn't. I let DJ know last month. I said, I'm tired. You're going to have to take the brunt of this because it's not my doing. And he just, it affected him. I said, you put too much on me. And I was stupid enough to allow you to do that. It's a kicker. I'm in control. And having control and not using my control as being vindictive. A lot of people feel like that I'm being evil. I'm not being evil. Me being evil is totally something different, y'all. Um, but taking back control of my life and saying I don't want kids. I'm tired of having miscarriage after miscarriage. Um, wrap it up. Booty calls, I already know. Look here. I already had unprotected sex twice. Both of my periods, thank God. So I'm not getting pregnant on my fucking period. Um, but I want to buy a box of condoms. I need it. I know that I'm gonna be having unprotected. I know that I'm going to be having sex. Why not be smart about it and use protection? Um, it is what it is. My life is blossoming a lot. So yeah. Also, let me put up here. If y'all want to help me get back and forth to work, y'all can always donate to my Cash App. Um, that's something that y'all can always do if you want to. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. Hold on, y'all. I need to go check my Snapchat real quick. Hold on. Alright, y'all. Sorry about that. That was my homeboy. Um, for anybody asks me, have I went to go see the person who started reading with DJ? No. Sent off paperwork yesterday. Should be there by Monday. Today, I say today's going to be a time that I just try to clean up the apartment. I'm asleep for a little bit. I'm gonna wash the clothes in the tub. I'm actually gonna clean out the tub before I do that. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got my tablet that's coming in today. Super happy about that, so that I can actually start doing stuff on my tablet. Um, go check Amazon. Y'all always clip the coupons, please. Like clip the coupons, cause they save you like $10. Sometimes like more than that, depending on what it is. What can I tell y'all? Go watch yesterday's video for like updates. I need to go check that out. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I keep holding this book. I'm holding this book like I'm about to read it right now. I so badly just want to dive into. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanna dive into the book. So hold on, y'all. Let me do this for you. All right, turned on do not disturb because right now, homie over here just texting, and I need to focus. Like y'all probably wondering, am I still taking Ozempic? I am. Restart back my membership in a couple of months. Right now, I'm just saving y'all. Um, not trying to get into a negative on my bank account, nothing like that. Um, but anyway, how are y'all doing this morning? Did you eat? Uh, big brother, my work brother, Wanda, always doing what he always does. It's like, do you want an egg roll? Nah. You did you eat? Nah. Did you bring any food? No. Like, where's that bottle at? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I took two of these, even though the bottle said take one. I took two because it's the graveyard shift. On top of that, I want to get Big Brother Juan, Homeboy Juan, two monsters without sugar. He's like, sis, nah, you should take one. I sipped on that, and I'm still wide awake. I might as well do something, but I do need to crash out because if I don't crash out and I don't go to sleep, I'm going to be like a freaking zombie come Monday. Y'all, Wake Up with Q is going to be on Saturdays, and I'm going to try to do it on a Sunday. It's not a promise I'm going to do it on a Sunday, but all I'm going to say is that I'm going to try my best. Do not look for Wake Up with Q to be on this channel anymore. You got to go right back to the Q and DJ's channel. I'm going to put it right here. Click that link, go subscribe to the channel. I'm running it. Some of y'all probably going to say, Q, how are you running two channels? Can you do it? Don't expect for me to be back on this channel until August. On this channel, what I do want to cover, other than just Sister Wives, I want everybody to go back and to go watch Big Love. Okay, I'm about to say this. Lady Virgo, you were right when you said, sounds like Q wants to be in a polygamous relationship. I do, but not as a sister wife. I want to be Cody Brown, but I want to be the better version of Cody Brown. You know, y'all all would find out if you go watch the life update. I want multiple dudes. There's a lady on TikTok. I can't think of her name right now. She's got multiple dudes. She's got multiple women, and she's living her best life because she's got a lot of love for them, and they're helping her raise her kids. Difference is I ain't got no kids. Um, I don't have any biological children. Not planning on it. Not in this life. Not in as in the Bible says. Not in this system of things. I'm not trying to have no children. Um, it's just too much. But I will tell you this. Um, I will see about the other person. Uh, I'm not rushing into loving someone. Understand that. I want love to happen naturally. Like it was natural when I fell in love with DJ. DJ's always going to be part of the commodity. Okay. He's not going nowhere. I spoke to DJ yesterday. He's like, hold on. He's like, baby, I'm not going nowhere. I don't care who you bring into a relationship. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not leaving you. I said, I know this. But we talked about polygamy. The difference is that I'm following through on polygamy. I don't want to have any more breakdowns, y'all, in my life. Understand that? I'm being 100% honest with you. I don't want to come do a live to where I'm doing a breakdown. I'm tired of doing it. But that's life. Right now, I'm glass. I shatter easily. Y'all can thank your homeboy for that. But I need multiple men so that I'm not focused on what's going on in my life. It's like having multiple distractions that's distracting you from what's going on. If that makes any sense. I'd rather have multiple distractions than focus on what's going on in my personal life. That distracts me from all my mental health. That distracts me from work. You know, what's going on there at work, any negativity at work. And I sometimes wonder if that's what Cody Brown got with the women for as well. Was because um he wanted a distraction. Yo, let me go grab some tissue to blow my nose. Hold on. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I cannot find it. Oh, I cannot find it at all. Yeah, I'm about to put me some tea tree oil right here. Alright, we're gonna talk. Let me do some tea tree oil right there. And let me do, because I want to mix in some tea tree oil right here. In this Vicks. Alright, y'all. Sometimes I wonder if having multiple wives was his way of just distracting himself. I think later on today, I think I might message Cody Brown because I have many questions. I have many questions that maybe he can answer. Maybe, and I'm hoping that he will answer. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all know I used to tear Cody Brown into like next year. Um, the only person who I'm not gonna apologize to is freaking. I'm trying to think. Think Stacy was dating TJ. I'm not apologizing to you, TJ. I got my thoughts about you. If I see you next season, we gotta see. And Stacy, please don't bring anybody back to Potomac that's fake. We don't have no time for that. You can be single on the show and just chill out, do your thing. Um, and JT, I don't forgive you either for what you did to what's her name on Southern Charms. Not forgive her either. Cause cause she deserves better. You're no different, no better than freaking Shep when Shep was being a douchebag. But now Shep is not a douchebag. This is like Shep 2.0. Better than ever. Um, yeah, let's go over some old stuff. I did that yesterday. Uh, I'm gonna go over this one. Okay. This says one of the most courageous decisions you'll ever make is to finally let go of what is hurting your heart and soul. Let's talk about this post for a minute. That is the most hardest thing to do. Matter of fact, that's the most dangerous thing to do. And I'm gonna tell you why. Cause y'all seen me go through it. Because when you try to let go of that thing, even if it's a person, and maybe that person isn't your person, maybe God just put them there in your life just for a season. It still hurts. And you'll feel like that you can never get over it. But don't ever do this without knowing that you're strong enough to do it. Don't ever do this without knowing that you can do it. Everybody says run from DJ, run from home. That's all I get. God says no. He needs you and you need him. That's what God let me know. So before you do this part, pray about it. Before you do this part, ask about it. Now, let me talk to you about something. Because I know, y'all, I'm 30 going on 31 come August. I know this stuff. So I know what I'm talking about. Now, the person doesn't want to be with you, then you got to really ask God to help you move on. It's going to hurt like hell. It's going to hurt worse than you ever felt before. It's going to hurt a lot. But baby, you strong enough because if he don't want you, then the hell with him. But once again, be careful about this one thing right here, especially when it says what hurts your heart and soul. Now, let me read beforehand. Let go of what hurts your heart and soul. Even if that person don't want you, you gotta let them go. But don't let them go without a safety net. Always have a friend or a family member, and y'all just pray. And it's okay to cry. I've cried many moons for somebody else. And I've cried many moons, many nights for DJ. And I realize I can't let him go. Why? Because he can't let me go. Why? Because I prayed about it and God said no. No, baby. This is your person. There are things that you feel he feels. For DJ to be hours away from me and still get my period migraines. That tells me something. It also lets me know that he's a hurt man. He didn't listen. He didn't heed the warnings. Okay. So he's got to do what he's got to do. But I'm out here. Y'all about to say Q, but you out here in the free world. What the fuck you doing? Where they at? Okay. Booty calls. No soul ties. Booty calls. No soul ties. Even when I had unprotected sex with the other two dudes, no soul ties. I didn't feel a damn thing. How you doing? You can spend the night, okay? Now you can leave at 8. Okay. I got protection. If I decide to do someone tonight, mm, condom. And I'm watching this person put that stuff on. Cause look here. No babies, no babies, no babies, no pregnancies. Uh-uh. I'm not playing that game. And I'm not playing the game on the dudes trying to put holes in the dang on condoms. No. Not happening. Not over here. Mm-mm. No. I'm over here doing what I want to do. I'm in this apartment by myself. And I'm starting to get used to like sleeping on the couch. I just don't want to sleep in the bed, y'all. I'm not ready for that. Um, and I'm thinking about getting a twin size bed other than like keeping like the full size bed. Thinking about getting a twin. And the only reason why I'm saying that, y'all, is because I think if I had a twin bed, and a twin bed frame, I would feel comfortable in the room, other than just having that extra space there. But yeah. Uh, Dang, we've been on here for a freaking hour? Yeesh. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this live. Pretty soon, y'all. I'm gonna actually have to try to get some sleep. I want to spray in everything that needs to be sprayed, that needs to be settled, because I'm not playing around. Today, I actually do have to do stuff. But once again, if y'all want to help me like get back and forth to work, y'all can always cash at me there. Anything and everything is much appreciated. It can be $1, $2, $3, $4. All is well appreciated. At this point, I do need y'all help. So can y'all please? And this is not me begging for money, y'all. I'm just being honest with y'all. Uh, Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I miss y'all. But yeah, go back. You can automatically type in Q and DJ's channel, and you will see this logo up here in your right hand corner. My right, your left. Um, you can actually see it. But I can't wait to start this new journey with y'all. Reading with Q is going to be awesome. I'm gonna make my own little banner, y'all, for reading with Q. Oh yeah, yeah. I was thinking about dyeing my hair, but for my job, I can't really. I can do it, but it has to be professional, and I'm not going to do that. So eventually, I will get my hair locked, but right now, I'm just rocking out my afro. But yeah, the two books I'm planning on reading, y'all, it's gonna be this one, this one, cause now I'm intrigued. I want to know what happens. So yeah, I'll make banners for that on the Q and DJ's channel. For this channel, for a time being, it might be a little quiet. I might do a reel here. No, it's not a reel. It's a short. My bad. Sorry. I might do a short here every now and then. Let y'all know that I'm still. Let me let y'all go. Okay, y'all, I apologize for doing that. I'm gonna end it here. I had to take that phone call, so I gotta let y'all go. Bye.